Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. G here. I'm coming at you guys with the new video for writing two-step equations. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to talk about word problems mostly. I mean, all word problems, I should say, not mostly. So we're going to be doing word problems, and with those word problems, we're going to write an equation from the word problem. We are not going to solve anything today. We are only just looking at a word problem and trying to translate it into a mathematical equation. Okay? So, oh, and it says, I already messed up. Typo, guys. Let's fix it real quick. So, a one-year membership to Metro Gym. That's supposed to be gym. It's not a hum. Okay. So, a one-year membership to Metro Gym costs $460. Okay. There is a fee of $40 when you join, and the rest is paid monthly. Write an equation represent what you would pay monthly for the membership. So, what I have, you guys, whenever we are trying to write equations, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be identifying a couple different things. Okay, so the first thing we want to identify is what it is exactly that we are trying to find. Okay, so what we're trying to find here is we're trying to find, that's going to be our variable. Okay, so that's always step one. What is the missing value? What is it that I'm looking for here? Okay, and that's always going to be your variable. Now, in this particular problem, what I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find how much they pay per month. Okay, and we can see that in the problem because that's normally my question, to represent what you would pay monthly. So that is going to be my variable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use M for my variable in this particular problem. Okay, I'm going to use M. So now I know my variable is M. I know that's my monthly fee. So that's the first thing we figured out. Now I need to identify other important information in this problem. So normally we're going to look at it. So we know one-year membership costs $460, and that is total. Okay, so here, this is my total cost. I'm going to actually do that one in blue so that we color code here. Color, when they match by color. So my total cost is $460. Okay, that's how much. That's the whole thing. The one-time fee, there is a fee to join of $40. So my one-time fee is a $40 fee. And that's right here in the word problem. One time, a fee of $40, but that's only when you join. This only happens one time. So that's also some pretty important information. And then the rest is paid monthly. And I think what also is going to matter is the fact that this is a one-year membership. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break this down and we're going to write an equation. So when we write an equation, we know there's going to be some type of equal sign in the problem. Okay, and if we think about what's happening here, here's what's happening in this particular situation. What's happening is to join a gym, you have to pay a one-time fee of $40. Okay, so because I have to pay that one-time fee of $40, you have to do that just to join. So I'm going to start off. That's my starting cost, right? So my starting cost is this $40 fee. So there's my one-time my one-time fee. Okay, handwriting's not good today. Sorry, guys. Now that I have my one-time fee figured out, I also need to figure out what else you have to pay for your whole gym membership. The other thing you got to pay for is you got to pay for a monthly balance, which is your variable. Okay, so I need to figure out what am I adding this to? I'm adding my costs because I'm adding my one-time fee, and I'm adding that with my monthly fee. So my monthly fee is going to be my variable, how much I pay per month. But what we need to ask is there should be probably something attached to the variable here. Okay, because don't you have to pay monthly? Okay. If I pay monthly, how many months are in that 1 year? Okay, and if we think about it, there's 12 months in a year. So that means I need to make 12 monthly payments. So that's why what we're going to do is we're going to take our monthly payments and we're going to multiply them by 12. Okay, because if I have $40 upfront fee, okay, $40, that's my flat fee, no variable here. But I also know I have to make 12 payments because it says we pay monthly. And there's 12 months in 1 year. But I don't know how much I pay monthly. But if I did know, I would multiply that amount by 12. And then my total cost is always going to be it's pretty much the answer to the equation, or the answer to the right side, on the other side of my equal sign. My total cost was $460. Okay, and I'm done. That's it. Because the operation that's happening with the variable, we figured that out by figuring out that it was paid monthly. And so that means they pay M amount of dollars per month, and we know there's 12 months in 1 year. So then I could solve this equation. By solving this equation for m, my missing value, my variable, I'm able to figure out, all right, this is how much money they pay per month. Now, we don't have to solve it right now. I don't care about that. What I want you guys to focus on is normally in these two-step equations, we're going to have something that has no variable attached to it. That's normally a one-time fee right here. Okay, so something without a variable, that's our one-time fee, or our starting cost of some kind. I'm also normally going to have a total. Okay, a total amount left or a total amount paid or something along those lines, depending on what we're doing. That's always going to be on the other side of the equal sign. And then I'm always going to have my unknown and something happening with my unknown. A lot of times it is multiplication. Okay, so it's going to be some type of cost per month or per game or per something. Okay, so that is going to be my coefficient that is attached to my variable, generally speaking. So I have my $40 upfront fee. Okay, I'm adding that because this is how much I pay to start. Then I have to pay 12 months. I got to pay a certain amount of dollars for 12 months. And that total is going to cost me $460 after 1 year when I'm done. Okay, this is my equation. We don't have to solve it from here. We're going to do some more practice. And if any time when we're doing these practice problems, if at any time you want to just try to write the equation on your own, pause the video. Try to write it on your own. See if you get it. Identify your one-time or starting balance or your runtime fee. Identify what you end up with or what the total cost was or how much you have left. And then identify what's happening multiple times. And that's probably going to be your variable. Okay, so here we go. I have Billy has a gift card. His gift card has a $150 balance. Okay, so that's probably going to be important information. I'm going to underline that in some capacity. Okay, here's a $150 balance. He buys several video games that cost $35 each. I think that's going to be really important too. This word each matters a lot because that typically means multiplication. Okay. And then after the purchases, his gift card balance is left with $45. Okay. I don't know why that slash is there. Ignore that. So we're going to write an equation to show how many video games he bought. There's my unknown. It gives it to me. My unknown value is the amount of video games that he bought. Okay, so I'm going to use G for my variable. You get to pick your variable. I'm just going to use the letter G because that stands for video games. Okay, so let's think about it. What we want to do is figure out where is this starting amount? Like, what did he start with? He started off with a total of 150, but is that where he ended up at? And he ended up with 45 bucks. So his starting balance, this one time that he had starting off on that gift card was $150. That's where he started off at. Okay, so he started with 150 bucks. Then what he did is he spent money. So when we spend money, he spent money on buying video games. So if you spend money, we got to think to ourselves, is that adding money to my gift card or am I subtracting money from my gift card? And he is subtracting money from his gift card because he's spending the gift card. So he is spending, we're going to subtract $35 for each video game. Now that I said before, we're going to use G for the amount of video games he bought. We don't know. But because it says $35 each, this means multiplication. Okay, so I can put like an X here for multiply just so we don't get confused with parentheses. That means $35 times the amount of games that he bought. Since we don't know, that's where I use my variable G. So he started with $150. He's spending $35 per game or in each game, so it depends on how many games he bought. And now on his gift card, he has $45. Now, some of you would be able to tell me right away just by looking at this, oh, well, $35 for each game. You might be able to figure out real quick how many video games he bought, but that's not what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to write an equation to represent this. Okay, he's left with 45 bucks. Okay, so he started with 150, took away $35 for every game, and now he has a total balance of $45 on his gift card. This equation would work. I can solve and figure out how many games that he decided to buy. Spoiler alert, the answer is 3 games, okay, but that's okay. That's not what I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about you guys being able to write this equation. Okay. Oh, I got a math joke for you guys. All right, what did the triangle say to the circle? What did the triangle say to the circle? He said, "You're pointless." Nice. Okay, moving on. Okay, so last problem. I definitely want you guys to try writing this one on your own. Identify what is the total amount that they either spend or that they end up with. What is the starting amount or what is that one-time fee that they have to pay? And then what is the thing that's happening multiple times and what is my variable? Okay, and then try to put that together in an equation that would make sense where you can translate it. So a bowling alley charges $4 for shoes. How many times do you guys pay for shoes? 1 time. So that's probably what you're going to pay up front right away. So there's my one-time upfront fee because you don't have to buy shoes for every game you play. Then you pay $350 for every game played. Another typo, Gradius. This is terrible. That's supposed to be game. Okay, Gmay. All right. So $350 for every game played. Do we know how many games he played? Write an equation to show how many games. I don't know how many games, so that's going to be my variable. And again, because we're talking about games, I'm just going to use G. And then he's paid a total of $14.50. So there's my total. Paid a total of $14.50. So what I know I can do from here is I know it's a $4 upfront fee. We're going to add the total cost to get to $14.50. I know that's how much I paid total. So my total is going to be on the right-hand side of my equal sign. Okay. I'm having difficulties writing today, guys, so bear with me. Apologize. But so I've got my $4. I'm going to add that with how much you had to pay per game. Well, it's $350 per game. Okay. $350 per game. That per is a really, really, really important word because that, again, it either means multiplication or every game. It means multiplication or division, but in this case, it means multiplication because I'm going to take the amount of games I play and I'm going to multiply it by $3.50 to get my total. So I paid $4 up front, $3.50 for every game played. So I don't know how many games were played, but I would multiply those two values, and I paid a total of $14.50. And again, spoiler alert, if we actually did solve it, some of you can probably solve it in your head, but it would be 3 games played. So they paid $3.50 for 3 games. That would come out to $10.50. Add 4 to it. That's the $14.50 total played. Okay? So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you today. So good luck on this. Just practice writing the equations. Don't worry about solving. We're not concerned about solving today. That's going to be later on. So just practice writing equations. Good luck. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Gradius out.